Okay, this episode of Building the Exocet, we are going over my Joe's Racing Products ignition switch that I got for my Exocet. The first part of the video here, I am going to go over the basic wiring just for you Miata guys to make it easier. So everything's kind of already been hacked up, but this is basically the harness that goes into your ignition switch on your steering column. And I'll just go over it real quick. It's pretty darn simple in a Miata how the wiring works. So the blue wire basically controls, it gives the power to your engine fuse, which turns on your fuel pump, and it also ignites your igniter and your ignition coils. This is out of a 92 NA Miata. So basically, the blue wire is kind of your main ignition wire, if you will. That blue wire should go to the back of the actual ignition part of your switch. And so basically when that's turned on, that will activate that circuit. The big thick white wire is actually your constant 12 volt power. So in this case, this goes on this part here, and basically this 12 volt power just loops over to all the back of all these switches, and it basically provides a constant power source to all these. Then the next wires you have to worry about, your black with white stripe, that is going to be your accessory. So you know, my harness for my Exocet is pretty darn stripped down here, but I basically just have this switch here for my accessory. But so your accessory switch, that black and white, that will go down to your power antenna, radio, and cigarette lighter, whatever you want to call it. That's what that black and white wire charges. Now the blue ignition wire actually goes to the meter fuse in a Miata and the engine fuse. So the engine fuse basically powers your fuel pump relay or sends a signal to power at one of the two. And then the meter fuse does warning buzzers, backup light switch, just a bunch of cruise control, a bunch of odd other things that I don't have in this car. But yeah, so basically it's really, in reality, you're basically taking the constant 12 volt and you're adding the blue wire to activate your ignition and start your car. And then if you wanted to, then you know, you can also add in that black and white wire to power accessories. The other thing that you'll need to do is you need to hook up your starter switch to the to actually, you know, start the car. So once you have the ignition switch primed, then basically to push the start button, that needs to be the black with blue wire, and basically that goes to the starter to or starter solenoid, I guess it would be, to kick on the starter and get it to work. So that's a quick rundown of how the basic NA Miata wiring works.